If you want, you can use wysiwyg as any other JavaScript library. Simply include a JavaScript file in your project, use your own IDE and write some JavaScript code. However, wysiwyg also gives you the ability to use a very intuitive visual editor where you can drag and drop things and create objects in much the same way you would do with your scripting language, except this is all visual. You can see where things are, but each of these objects actually is made of code. So you can see there is some JSON code that describes all the properties of an object, and you can edit that if you like, or you can use the graphical user interface, which works in your browser or is also available to download if you prefer to work offline. You have access to a very large and ever-growing library of pre-made objects and things that you can use in your games. But this is not a game maker that's like a black box, it gives you tools but you don't know what's inside, you don't know how these things work. Instead, you can use these pre-made assets, but also look inside and see what code they're using. You can edit every single line, you can tear it apart and replace part of this with your code. And the beauty of it is that because it's all JavaScript and the core engine also is JavaScript, you can override any part of it with your own JavaScript code. So you can replace also the core functionality of the engine. You can control things at a very high level, but you can also, if you like, go down to the very low level and decide how each pixel is drawn into the scene. That's right, each pixel, you can write shaders to attach to each one of these objects to create some amazing special effect. That's very advanced stuff. Or you can use some pre-made ones if you do not have time for that. wysiwyg is designed specifically for 2D games, and it also supports isometric games. There is a very nice intuitive world editor that lets you design your tile maps and your isometric maps, and you can achieve some really complex stuff with it. It comes with a very powerful physics engine, so you can just define physics properties for the objects and they will just start behaving according to the laws of physics without you having to write any code to handle that. Unless you want to, because if you want to, then you can also replace parts of the physics engine. It comes with a nice code editor with syntax highlighting, autocomplete functionality and all that. But if you don't like writing code, amazingly, it also comes with a flowchart editor that lets you just do things by connecting blocks of code together. So when you've made your game, what do you do with it? Well, it's very easy. You can export the JavaScript and HTML source code, or you can package it as a Windows app, a macOS app. You can make it work on Linux, or you can even export an Android APK directly from your browser. And the best part is that wysiwyg is completely free and open source. So there it is, it's available for you to use, and I cannot wait to see what you will make with it. Happy game making with wysiwyg.